Hello, Interloper here. Just wanted to make a quick video to acknowledge the fact that I indeed did make a mistake in my previous video, Blood Brothers Current Events number 4, and correct that mistake that I made. I just want to thank a lot of people who alerted me to this. Turns out that I unfortunately too have misread the Add New Skill feature and said yesterday that a rare, when maxed, can be used for Add New Skill. Unfortunately, it cannot. Only epic familiars can be used for this. So today I'm going to go over the add new skill thing in full and get it right this time. So once again, thank you for alerting me. I'm very sorry if I gave anyone false information. It was not intentional. I guess I was also mixed up about this. Well, it turns out that many other people were a little confused by the whole add new skill feature because the Blood Brother devs have announced that not only have they increased the price of add new skill, but they will be rolling back the whole feature, giving people back their familiars, since they didn't really mention the fact too clearly that when you use an add new skill sort of the feature, your familiar is absorbed into your warlord. In other words, you lose that one. So let me quickly go over the add new skill feature correctly this time. So the add new skill ritual is, as its name suggests, an option that allows player to add new skills to his or her warlord. That sounds pretty amazing, and in fact it is, especially because a lot of warlords are, maybe their ability isn't that great, but their stats are absolutely amazing. So let's go over briefly what this means. Basically, kind of like the Rite of Blood Brothers, you will be improving your warlord with another familiar, sacrificing that familiar in the process. So, the sacrificed guy needs to have the target skill. So, let's say that you have the Grey Mage, and you have an Odin. You want to teach your Grey Mage Odin's Flash of Rage ability. What you do is take an epic version of Odin, or better, they say, although I don't understand why anyone would want to sacrifice a legendary, and it has to be at level 99. Then you can add that skill to your warlord through the add new skill feature. Once the skill is learned, it will be level 1, so you have to use shades to get it all the way to level 20. And keep in mind, the familiar that you used that had that target skill will be gone. Don't accidentally use this on your best guy, your Gizlandi Ironheart 2, and then say, oh, I want to teach my guy Berserk, but my Gizlandi's gone, what happened? So, yeah, it says even here, it's highlighted, the familiar whose skill is to be added to the warlord will be consumed in the process. Now, let's say you accidentally teach your warlord something. Well, the oldest skill will be deleted when you add a fourth skill. Unfortunately, if you added 2 more in addition to your original skill, such as, for the Golden Lance Scythe Storm, if I tried to teach it a fourth, the oldest one would be deleted. In that instance, it would be Scythe Storm. So be a little careful with teaching your guys certain things. But keep in mind that the familiar does not need to be at max evolution, which is pretty nice, because usually you can get the 3rd evolution of a rare to epic familiar for a lot cheaper than a fully evolved one. Mounted familiars cannot be used, so so far Galahad Drake Knight cannot be used. You can't get the Grace of Winds 1 that they have. And your warlord will only use 1 opening skill per battle at random, regardless of how many it's learnt. That includes all buffs and debuffs. So, in other words, you can't teach it Grace of Winds and I can't remember it off the top of my head, but something of Blade's ability that increases your attack. So, it can only use 1 offensive skill per attack. If it has learnt both Berserk and Venom Storm, it will never cast both at the same attack. That's also been confirmed. They can use multiple offensive skills in the same battle. So, one turn it might be Berserk, the other one it might be Venom Storm. So, they can use an opening skill, offensive skill, and defensive skill at the same time. For example, if the warlord has learned Shield and Dagger, Berserk, and Strength of Blades, and cast all 3 in the same battle. And apparently your warlord has a chance of locking up if it's learnt more than one of the same offensive skill. For instance, if it had learned 2 berserks, there's a chance it might proc berserk and do nothing at all. Or the entire enemy lineup might attack your warlord instead. That is pretty puzzling, and I don't know if it's a glitch or it's an actual way to make it so they don't use berserk as often. So there are some discussions. Remember, this is from bloodbrothersgame.wikia.com. I actually have the link in the description, so if you want to follow discussions about this, make sure you go there. But just wanted to make sure that it's known that you cannot use rares. I said yesterday that you could use rares. I probably didn't read it right, because I actually did purchase a rare and then tried to use it, and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't working. And then I checked my emails and people were saying you can't use rares, and then I realized I made a big boo-boo on my last video. So hopefully this clears everything up. Once again, if anybody purchased a rare to use for add new skill because they watched my video, I'm very, very sorry. It was absolutely not intentional. So anyway, enjoy the add new skill feature, and until next time.